Alright, stream should be live. I still need a minute or two to pull up chat, do a Discord announcement, all that good stuff. So if you're watching the VOD, feel free to skip the first 2 minutes or so, as I still need time to set up over here. Alright, chat is pulled up. Remove this. Discord announcement next. Final stream of the day. Yuri time! Everyone's getting a lot of pings today because we're doing like 50 streams today because my last 2 days, man, before vacation is over. I'm going all out. Alright, so that's done. Now let me take care of a few more things and we'll be good to go after. Hear my parents talking about some pizza that we just got. Yumeutsutsu. Marie after Marie route. What else can I put as a tag? I've only done this a million times, I should know. I'll get back to it later. Alright, I'll be about ready in 1 more minute. Alright, let's get started. Our final story, Marie's route. We've done all the other routes, this is all that's left. Whenever I hear this sound, I remember something. The never-changing mornings in Japan. In that far-off land that I had only ever been able to see in anime and games. On my TV screen or monitor. That's where I now live. Wait, so she didn't originally live in Japan? I don't remember her living anywhere else, but I guess she did. Morning! Good morning, Ai. Breakfast is almost ready, so please go and wash your face and change. And there we are. Yo, where's Lord? Lord likes Marie, I think, if I remember correctly, so he needs to be here to see this. I plate up the food I've just finished preparing, and just as I finish getting everything ready, Ai returns back to the living room. Thanks for making this. Alright, we already got an art piece of them having dinner together. I'm gonna screenshot that just in case I upgrade the thumbnail with this one. Yes, let us eat. This is delicious. Thank you for saying so. That 1 month since I left my country behind and began hiding away in Ai's room. I made dinner for Ai when she returned home from work every day. Even once we got married and I became Maria Otori, I continued that habit. Okay, so they're like officially married in this one. The other ones, I think they were just dating in the other stories or getting close to dating. This one, they're just full on married. Alright. Even when we moved to a new place, once we had been married for half a year. Oh, this salad is great. I don't think that I've tasted this flavor before. That's Horiatiki Salata. Horiatiki? That's a strange sounding name. And Salata, does that mean? It's a Gracerian salad. This one has feta, a cheese made from goat's milk. The cheese is a bit stronger than regular cheese, so I was worried that it would not be to your taste, but no need to worry about that, it's delicious. Everything that you make is delicious, Maria. Her name was Marie. Thank you for the compliment, Ai. It's not just a compliment, I keep telling you. Goat cheese is pretty rare though, right? I happened across it last week at a high-end supermarket. Oh, the one we found when we were out walking? Yes, they stocked a great many things that most places don't have here. So just looking through the store itself was very interesting. I know, I've never been able to forget this store ever since the super expensive lettuce. I was so shocked when they told me how much it was. It is hard to justify buying from there every day, but sometimes it's nice. Although the office is within walking distance, we've moved a stop further away, and we've made the most of it by exploring and walking together. Ever since I first came to Koenji, we haven't really had the chance to get out and about, so we're still discovering many new things. That was so delicious. I'm so glad that I married a woman who's such a good cook. Thank you, but if you keep flattering me like that, your food will get cold, so keep eating. Okay. Ai is complimenting me, but I've never been good at cooking. When I was a child, I wasn't even very good at eating. When I was taken into the Mahler household, I never had to make food for myself again. I only began to cook properly when I decided to become Marie. Marie was so good at cooking, so I needed to train to become just like her. That was just over a year ago. Oh, so Maria, had renamed herself into Marie? If I were to tell Ai that it's Marie, not me, who was always good at cooking, I wonder what she would say. Maria, what's the matter? Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. I dare say that she probably knows the answer to that. But Ai probably does not mind. Even though she understands, I still cannot bring myself to say something so trivial. Are you sure? You tend to overwork yourself sometimes, so if there's something the matter, tell me, okay? If you're exhausted or not feeling well, I will, but I'm fine. Well, at least let me take your temperature. Ai says, putting her hand to my forehead. Her warm hands are so comforting that I can't help but close my eyes. Ah, your skin is so smooth, so beautiful. Yeah, Ai. Ah, I can't believe that I just kissed you. I mean, you're married. You could do that. It's all good. Wait, that's not it. I was just trying to take your temperature with my lips and... Oh, what am I talking about now? I am fine. But your face is all red. So is yours, Ai. Yeah. Sometimes I get flustered when Ai becomes so bold, but I do not completely hate it. Now let me prove to you that I have not caught a cold. Prove to me how. If I really had a cold, it would pass on to you, so I'd not be able to do this. Oh. I inch my face closer to Ai's, and she closes her eyes, guessing what I'm about to do. I close my eyes too and gently plant my lips on hers. I mean, it'd be nice if they showed us, but... It's gonna be this way, huh? That should do it. Yeah. I appear to have taken my joke a little too far, though. Forgive me, Ai. I know that you're passionate, Maria, but for you to be so forward, so early in the morning, you are first, Azure. Welcome. How you doing today? Then maybe you should have resisted a little more. Do you really think I would be able to do something like that? What have you been up to all day, Azure, since you've been very busy? There's no one in this world who would be able to put up a fight against her favorite person doing her favorite thing. Ai, pipe down a little. What? Oh. We're in front of the station this morning, and the stares of the people passing by are right on us. Now, let's go. I take Ai by the hand and we begin to run again. I feel the warmth of her hand, and the heat that remains on her lips. You're doing well. Ooh, tell me more. You got any good news? I, Maria Otori, am very happy.
Yumeutsutsu after.
It has already been 3 months since Nie Majo and the End of the World went on sale. But that does not mean that all of our work related to Nie Majo is over. Ai, have you got a moment? Yes, what is it? Can you please check these illustrations that I fixed to go on the promotional merchandise? They're in the usual place on the server, right? Yes, I shall leave it to you then. You're eating a Starbucks cake pop. Jesus Christ, how much does that cost? Is it like $4? If it's $4, that might be fair. But I could easily picture it being like extremely expensive. That's right. Once the game went on sale, we got a great response from fans, so now we're busy producing Nie Majo merch, and the team is still involved with that specific title. See, the problem with cake pops for me, I really enjoyed them, but I could eat them in one bite. And that's kind of like a buzzkill right there, you know what I mean? Because I spent $4 just for one bite of cake. Come on, man. Probably cheap, not if it's from Starbucks. Everything at Starbucks is expensive. And it's not just merch. Saki was also asked to write some short stories, which we're going to sell at the Girls Love Festival in the spring. Once again, I'm working on more Nie Majo stuff today. Now, which one is it? Wow. How cute. Nie and Majo are building a snowman in front of a castle covered in snow. As Majo cups Nie's hands that have grown numb with cold with her own, she looks somehow put out, but you can also see the love that she has for Nie. What do you think, Ai? It's amazing. It's just so amazing. I'm very glad that you like it. I have to get a final check from Kokoro, but let's go with this. I give my stamp of approval. That's right. But what am I, Otori, trying to hide? When it comes to Maria's illustrations, I'm now allowed to give the okay by myself. But I feel like things still haven't changed from when I became Maria's personal assistant, back when she was still known as Marie. I'm still unsure of myself, so I have Kokoro check it over as well. When the artwork was still in the rough stages, I checked things like whether it snows a lot near the castle with Saki. But usually, if I say that something is okay, that generally means that it's okay. It seems as if we have finally reached the stopping point. Just as Maria says, it looks like we finally come to an end of the work that had been piling up. I'm in charge of making the goods on my own, following a production plan I've made, while I'm still waiting for Kokoro and Hanuka to check it. You eat them in 10 bites? Bro, it just takes one bite. You must be nibbling it like a squirrel, Azure. And the average price is $3? I don't believe that for a second. It has to be at least $4. There's no way. They charge $3 in Starbucks just for a bottle of water. Come on. I take a deep breath and think about moving on to the next piece of work. Hi. Okay, everyone, listen here. Hanuka emerges from the president's office and calls our attention to her. Oh, Nana, could you go and wake Saki up, please? Gotcha. Ah, Even though she doesn't look so busy, that's our main narrative writer, Saki. She still has plenty of time until the Girls Love Festival, but Kokoro keeps telling Saki to finish the scenario first. It looks like her usual war with Saki, who will want to put it off as long as possible, is beginning to heat up again. What's up? What time is it? Saki says, yawning. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, I'm glad that the GLF stories are at least going well. Yes, and what do you want? No way, I got that for free last time? No way. I don't believe it, Azure. Did you flirt with some cute Starbucks waiter guy? Is that how you got it for free? They're just too good, I gotta enjoy it, that's true. I wish that I wasn't such a monster of an eater sometimes, but for me, eating it in one bite is how I enjoy it, sadly. Kokoro's barb doesn't seem to affect Saki in the slightest. We should be done with the first stages of the new Nie Majo work now, so I was beginning to think that it's about time. Oh, that? Saki says listlessly. That? What's that? Kokoro and Nana don't seem to know, neither do Maria nor I, of course.
このチームで
It's time for us to think of a new project. That's why we're going to hold a project design competition. A competition?
え、そうよ。
Yes, that's right. The point is to think about what kind of game we want to make next and hash some proposals out between us.
えっと、
When you say team, does that include Nana too?
もちろん。
Of course it does.
では、
And myself?
当然。
Yes, we're all going to
全
do
員
it.
参加です
That means me too.
と言っても、
You don't have to come up with a proper proposal. It's okay to just have an idea in your head. It could just be a game that you would love to make personally.
えっと、
So you're not just asking us to think of the next chapter for Nihamajo?
え、
Yes, there's no need to limit ourselves to a sequel.
もっと
It would be
広い
great
視
if
野
you
で
could form
や
some
りたい
ideas
ことを
about
形
what
に
you'd
して
like to
くれれ
create
ば
from
いい
a
よ
broader perspective.
そ
I see. After suddenly being told about this new project, nerves are running high among all of us except for Saki.
期限って
Where's everybody else? I don't know.
なるんでしょうか
So, Cassie, I don't know if you're familiar with Cassie, she was here for the entire second stream that I did, which was Food Girls. Click was here for all of Genshin earlier. Bielzeno popped in for a little bit of Food Girls. Onion popped in for a little bit of Genshin. I don't know. People have been here for, you know, it's 3 streams. There's a lot of streams today, so everybody's attention is kind of, I guess, spread out. That's the best way to put it. And I think some people are asleep because Click is still in Japan. So it's kind of everybody's everywhere. Who's that? Cassie is a friend that started watching during my Omori streams. She started watching during my Omori streams, and she's been coming to most of the streams ever since. When would the deadline be?
今週の
This Friday.
金曜日
Yes,
の
Friday evening. What? So you're not even giving us a week?
それも踏まえて
Yes, it needs to be
作成
simple
できる
enough to
範囲
be
のものでい
something
いの
within the realm
だ
which
からそんなに
we
身
can
構わないで
actually
気楽
create.
にね
So don't overthink it. Just let me know any ideas you have.
それじゃ
Anyway, that's all for now. Good luck. Hanukkah disappears with a few waves of her hand. It looks like she waited until we were all on a break to make such an important announcement.
どうしましょう
What should we do, Maria?
確かに悩み
I'm not really sure,
気楽にで
but
き
it
る
does
か
not
は別
matter.
と
If
し
we
て
can just come up with something on the spot or not. Hanukkah said that we must do it, so we must do it.
ですよね
You're right.
まさか
I never thought that she would ask Nana too. Isn't that Kokoro and Saki's job?
それは
That may be true, but this is the first planning work that I've ever been asked to do
ラ
too.
ンニングは初めてで
I've got a feeling that this is gonna
ハードなお仕
be
事の予感
hard work.
はいはい
Fine,
金曜
fine.
までね
Friday, right?
それじゃ
Then I'm going back to bed. Yawn. Saki says uninterested, but as soon as she goes to return to her usual lair... Hey, wait! Nana's voice rings throughout the office.
何よ
What is it?
ここは一つ
This is a subject that I would like our resident expert to give me a crash course on. How about it? Resident expert? Saki seems confused. Yes, I'd like to hear what you have to say too.
私も
Me too,
お願いします
please.
私もその
And me, please.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ
But wait a
なんで
minute, why do I
私は
have
そんなことし
to?
なきゃならないの
We won't let you get out of this. Nana has the foresight to block Saki's escape. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I accidentally skipped some of it there, but let's be real. That's what they were going for. Look, even if we were kidding, when we call you our resident expert... Oh, so it was a joke. We still need your expertise. You don't know who that is, Azure. You'll meet them one day. Normally, this kind of request would be laughed off, but Saki flinches at our menacing looks. But I only know the method that I use to come up with stories. It's not some kind of ultimate technique that I can just teach others. That's fine. Yep. For a moment I can't help but imitate Nana's accent, but I have to keep up the momentum. A little embarrassing. In any case, we won't let you sleep till you spill. Yep. Yes, that's right. Kokoro joins the fight after picking up on the energy in the room. And then, I humbly request that you help us. Even the distant Maria is joining in. Did I make some kind of error? She worries, her cheeks reddening. I feel like it was slightly out of sync with the rest of our energies. But it was so cute, so that's okay. Fine. In that case, let me tell you about mine and Misaki's techniques. It'll be a simple explanation, but I'll teach you. Yay! Thank you so much. So, do we have to keep doing this? Yes, I'm getting slightly embarrassed. You can quit it now. I'm embarrassed enough just listening to all you beg. Saki clears her throat, puts on a serious expression, and continues. So I'll be telling you about how to plan and how to come up with a scenario. Is that alright? Yes, I don't think we're being asked for an expansive RPG or an action title packed with 3D models or anything. If we really wanted to make something like that, you could tell her. I think what Hanukkah is asking for are your unrestricted ideas. Really? Of course, within that, there are going to be ideas that are just too big, so we have to cut them from the start, but when coming up with new projects, Hanukkah does this every time. Naturally, we won't use every idea, but if you can give a clear form to your goals, this is the chance to achieve them. If you have anything that you want to do in particular, you should take this chance to write it down. You'll be working towards your own goals then. I see. In that case, the whole reason that Nana first came here was because I love Yumeutsutsu, so I'd like to create an adventure game. I feel similarly. I came to Eureka Software for a different reason at first, though. But now I really love this team, and through my love of Yumeutsutsu, I've come to enjoy other games too. So that's why I can say this with confidence. I want to know all about it, Saki. All about how you come up with a scenario. Alright, good. Then I'll continue. Generally speaking, when I come up with a scenario, I have two different ways to do it. Two different ways. The first is coming up with a scenario based on a world or situation. This is becoming interesting. So I'm talking about creating worlds where special rules exist, or where there's some sort of particular situation. And then to weave a story about this world or situation, I come up with the necessary characters and create some plausible events to drive the story forward afterwards. I think you'll understand this most quickly if you think about the Yumeutsutsu plot. In that world, names have meanings, and the world is controlled by mana, right? So these people, whose fates are dictated by their mana, are inevitably led through their lives by that mana. By having them lose those names, you can create drama. Oh. I understand your explanation about basing stories on worlds, but what about special situations? You ate homemade fun? Homemade fun and a cake pop? That's a lot of sugar, Azure. Did you eat any real food? What's going on, Win? How you doing? How have you been lately? To give you an example for that, a class full of students get locked inside a school and they won't be let out until only one of them is left standing. Nah, Win is not new. They usually come to the Genshin streams in the morning. What's going on, Wolf? How you doing? Gosh, no, Win says. It's true. I got your back, Win. Then you have to think about what characters would be necessary and what events would be plausible in that situation, right? You're good? I hope so. That A at the beginning doesn't sound convincing, but I hope you're doing well. That sounds like the making of a tragedy. You mean like the character who says you gotta be kidding? How is teaching going? Have the conditions improved? Oh, I actually quit. I finally got a new job. So starting on Monday, I'm going to be working in a library. And I'm going to be specifically helping, hopefully, to create programs for the young adult population. And since most of the young adult population likes manga and graphic novels, I'll probably be creating programs that revolve around those. To rope more activity in the library, I guess. Activity, that's a good word. Attendance, activity, I don't know. You know what I mean. And I also have to do school outreach. So I'll be talking to local schools about programs that the libraries offer. So it'll be pretty cool. I get to use a lot of my past experience with education to sort of benefit the library, you know what I mean? You've worked that one? Oh man. Yeah, two of my IRL friends, they've worked in a library. One of them still does. And it was one of my IRL friends who recommended the position to me. He was like, hey, I've worked this position. It's available right now. I can talk to the manager for you. Unfortunately, the manager at the location where he used to work hired someone already. It was too late. But I got a gig at another local library. Same position, same title. A higher pay, less work hours per week. And a lot of other good benefits. So, yeah. It's a major relief and a major improvement. I appreciate you asking. I've craved a lot of sugar. I mean, that was me today. I got the churros again today. Dipping them in the caramel and the dark chocolate sauce and everything. Got the chicken flautas again today. I thought of you, Azure. I thought of you as I ate my chicken flautas and churros. I was like, where's my buddy Azure been? Missing all these streams. You've worked everywhere? It sounds like it. It sounds like you have a diverse set of experience. So libraries, editing, giving consultation to clients. Everything, man. That's crazy. When, male or female, will not disclose. Sorry, yeah. Feel free to keep any of your personal information private. For some reason, the youngsters in chat like to ask a lot of questions to people. Azure being a youngster. And then these people start killing each other, right? Oh, they're talking about fiction stories that they're making. So this game, Win, to give you some context, is obviously a visual novel. And it's obviously a girls love visual novel. But the characters in the game, they work at a game development company. So like right now, this girl on the screen, Saki, she's the writer of the games. The one that we're romancing currently in this route, Marie, is a artist. And, you know, there's other roles, the president of the company, the director, so on and so forth. And we're kind of just like the office assistant, basically. Whether they kill each other or cooperate depends on the rules that you create. So you have to make them so that they fit the theme or story you want to explore. At that rate, all I can see them doing is tricking each other and something horrible happening. That's true, but then if you say that, 2 or 3 people can survive, then there are lots more things that you can write about. You can make them come up with tactics to survive as a team, or make them take part in games that test their love and things. That's true. I just keep on nodding. Saki is so cool right now. In other words, you could say that you create this potentially very captivating world while strategically placing characters within it, like a little diorama. I think Misaki follows this type of planning. Does that mean that you use the other method? Yeah, I prefer that other one. I'm the type of writer who likes to create a scenario from a single character or a scene. A single character or a scene? So I start off with a desire to depict a specific character or depict a specific scene that I want to write. I think this concept is a little easier to understand, but it's like that famous anime, Doraemon. Oh god. Most of the time, these scenarios tend to use a character's name for the show title. Doraemon! That's such a wonderful series. A dog robot is excavated from the ruins of an ancient civilization and uses a super tech relic of bones to go on quest with the excavator's granddaughter, Nobiko. Well, let's just put Doraemon to one side for a minute. Oh, gee, I ordered a backpack and it arrived tomorrow. What does this backpack look like? What's so special about it? And I see that our former editor is editing your statement here. Good job, Win. You teach him. It's a navy blue. That's it. There's no design on it or anything. At one point, I owned like 6 backpacks. Because I saw so many like different ones that had swag to them. One of them was like a Jordan backpack. I was like, yo, I gotta get the Jordan backpack. Then another one was like, I think a Nike backpack that was gray and orange. That one I ended up selling at a yard sale after I got like a year or two's use out of it. Then I got this other backpack from H&M that kind of was like a... It almost felt like a camo, but like a tie-dye camo. Like imagine tie-dye mixed with camo. Like dark colors like blues and greens and purples. And just like all over the backpack. It was so fire. I still have that one I think, but it's a little bit damaged. So I just use it for like storing folders basically. But yeah, I was like really hardcore into collecting backpacks one year. Because I just wanted to constantly switch up my swag. It's good because I am an editor, but I'm also writing 2 books at the moment. Ooh, I knew you were working on a book. I didn't know you were working on 2 books. Did you add another book to the lineup recently, or were you always working on 2 books? It's just a Jansport backpack, and I'll be putting my Hello Kitty keychain on it that my friend gave me. Bro, it's pretty cute. Not gonna lie. What's wrong with the Hello Kitty keychain? Come on, it's cute, Win. It's cute. Let it be. But yes, the other method is to come up with a great character and then to come up with a story that focuses on them. Right, but if we wanted to come up with a plot from a single scene, it's pretty much the same method. You have a specific scene that you want to write, or maybe a specific ending, then you just work backwards or forwards from there. I've only ever seen your work in Yumeutsutsu, but is that how you have always written stories, Saki? If I had to seriously rewrite Yumeutsutsu in my own style, then that's the method I would use. I'd have hordes of 666 million demons attack the Vatican. What? They twist reality and judge the fantasies of the masses until the Silver Knight, shunned by the Vatican, steps in. Or some other kind of character like that anyway. Excuse me? So you've had ideas like that, huh? I'm not sure that you would be able to make a plot like that in the Yumeutsutsu world, though. Using that technique, I would have to think a lot and add things in and revise parts of the story. I can't imagine the horrors in Saki's head myself, but that seems like it would be pretty exciting. I mean, I'm on book 3 of the saga, and I'm gonna write a romance novel. How long is the saga gonna be? If it's already on book 3, is it just gonna be a trilogy or more than that? Oh man, I should have bought other keychains while I was ordering stuff. Dang. I mean, you know, you can always buy more keychains in the future. But because Yumeutsutsu will always be Misaki's story, we would never be able to just go in and change that much. So even though you and Misaki work together, your methods were that different? At the end of the day, this is all just in my experience. There are probably other planners and writers who use different methods. 8 books, that's a lot. You're going for the Harry Potter then. Isn't Harry Potter's like 7, right? It's close to Harry Potter. In which case, which method should we use to create a story? All I can say is that you should use the method that you like best, although there's no way to know which way is right for you at the beginning. In the end, you just have to use the method you're most comfortable with. I guess you're right. To add one last thing, I think that each method has its own advantages and disadvantages. Like what? Well, if you're going to write based on a world, then you'll find less contradictions in your story. Because you simply place a character into the story who is made up of all the necessary components, and you can express the world as you want to. There's no way for the story to just collapse in on itself. But if you place too many restrictions on your own world, then you open up the possibility of not being able to take the story where you want to. If you build a specific world, then there will be things that can't happen or things that you cannot make your character do. It's so fun, and I'm currently into a franchise about cats. AM writing a book about that as well. Tell me more about this franchise about cats. I've been wanting to read a book called I Am a Cat. by Soseki Natsume, if you've ever heard of that. I'm gonna try to, like, when this week when I start work and I'm officially like at the library, I'll probably, like, when I get home, see if I can get it shipped to the library from a different library branch. That way I could, you know, check it out and read it. If we take the example that I gave before, in which I wanted hordes of demons to attack the central church, then I run up against the problem of that not being possible in the Yamaja world, or it being difficult to tweak the setting and events to let it happen. Warrior Cats? Yeah, it does sound like a kid's series. Nothing wrong with appreciating that, though. I mean, some of the anime we watch, right, targeted more towards younger audiences, but we still watch them. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of creating a story from a single character or scene? I'm reading Series 4, Book 3. Oh, they have different parts to each book, huh? Or each series. That's pretty deep. It all depends on whether you can create a great character or scene in the first place. Can you come up with a shocking final scene, or can you come up with a character that everyone loves? The order in this method is the opposite of the last one we discussed. That means that you can write the scene first and come up with a world to frame it with later. But you also run the risk that the individual scenes you come up with don't gel together, and you end up causing contradictions within the world that you're building. I need to do more writing and storytelling myself soon. So I don't know if you noticed, but my channel has like lore videos, and the characters in my lore videos are people who used to be very active in the community, because I wanted to make my community part of this tale that was being told, right? And technically the lore never had a final chapter, which I was supposed to write like a year ago, basically. I have all the notes for it, all the ideas are written down, I just never took the time to sit down and commit to writing it, and it doesn't take long. If I were to write it, it would only take an hour. But anyway, I gotta finish my lore at some point and then maybe start a new series of community lore. Oh, that's fascinating. Narrative writers are incredible. Well, even though I just said all that. Yeah, it sounds like you did make things more awkward. He literally whispered, "You ain't getting this churro," so I don't know what you're gonna do, Azure. Narrative writers who are top of their game can create worlds without contradictions, and great characters no matter which method they use. Wow. That's amazing. Saki. Nana is so impressed. I guess we can call you our resident expert after all. Oh, come on now. No, I'm serious. I was kidding around before, but you really are amazing. Thank you very much, Miss Resident Expert. Professional opinions are useful indeed. Yeah. Shut up. I'm going to bed. Now go away. As Saki's face flushes a bright red, she returns to her lair. Maybe we did go a little overboard with the flattery, but for someone like me who has never seriously thought about writing a story, it was a very useful lecture. Now I feel like I can somehow take on this new project that was handed down to us so suddenly. Azure just changed her PFP. I just asked for his social and he nervously looked back with a smile. That's about it. That means he's weird. Because if he's smiling, he should have just given you an answer. Clearly, if he's smiling, he's happy that you asked, so why did he not give a response? He mumbled, that's the real story? Probably mumbled the answer and you just couldn't hear it. You should have said, "Excuse me, can you say that again?" Or, "Sorry, I couldn't hear you." You should have said something. But a new project? Maria mutters quietly in the seat next to me. Once Saki's lesson in a narrative writing is finished, Coco returns to her seat, nodding with a mysterious expression on her face. Why is that weird? Because it sounds like he don't got confidence. And not having confidence is weird. That's exactly what you would call it, weird. Nana has also seated herself down with an unusually serious expression. He quickly walked away. You were supposed to grab him by the arm or, you know, yell out, scream out, "Yo, where you going, cuh? Come back here, fam." Man, you can't be letting people walk away on you like that. The office is now completely silent. And Maria's voice echoes in my ears more than it should. Although I'm sat here thinking things through by myself, I feel like I'd rather talk to Maria than just worry all alone. You have a second, Maria? I know that we'll have plenty of opportunity to talk when we get home, but this is about work. So we can talk a little bit, right? Yes, I do. Do you plan to submit a plot for an adventure game then? I do. I want to make one like Yumeutsutsu, a game that users would come to love. Wow, you're already aiming so high. Aren't you too, Ai? Well, yes, I suppose I am. Saki's lecture was so interesting. It was not simply the normal ideal chatter, it was so useful. I had no idea that she thought about it so deeply. I was kind of impressed. What method are you going to use when you come up with your story, Ai? Me? If I make a scenario... Ooh, okay. Well, first of all, we gotta save the game, right? Because this is one of those choices points. And we get a trophy if we make all the choices, so... Alright, but now let me give the answer that I think holds the most true. I think that me, personally, when I write my fiction stories, I think they're world-driven. When I write, like, my fiction stories, the ones that I haven't shared with the public, they're world-driven. When I write my, like, YouTube lore, that's more character-driven. But I'm gonna say world first. I think that'll probably come up with a world first, I guess. Dang straight. You have a sleepover tonight with your brother's girlfriend? Yo. How old is your brother, first of all? How old is this person? Anyway, let me be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. Give me like a minute. Also, thanks for all the likes on the stream thus far. Arigato, everyone. Your brother is 22. So you're having a sleepover with a woman that's older than me? Dang. I think that I'll probably come up with a world first, I guess. Seems like you've been strongly influenced by Yumeutsutsu then. Yes, first you have a name, and in my world, you're controlled by that name. And then I've been thinking about... What? What kinds of people live in this world? What kind of drama do they create? So you'd like to create a sequel to Yumeutsutsu? Oh no, I'm not at that level yet. I'm still at the level where I'm just trying out the methods and thinking that Saki taught us. That is most interesting though. Yes, that world is fascinating, so it's fun even just thinking about it. So which method will you use, Maria? Well, I am an illustrator, so I'll create some characters first. That makes sense. She's around your brother's age. Fair enough. Where did that guy go, or girl? I don't know. Win could be lurking, maybe while working on their stories in the background. Who knows? Beautiful characters, ugly characters, good characters, and bad characters. I would really love to be able to depict so many types of characters through my illustrations. So I think that I would end up creating a suitable story for these characters once I've created them. That's a method that only an illustrator can really do, isn't it? Your art skills have been improving recently too, I don't believe that it would be impossible for you either. But compared to you, I still have such a long way to go. I do not think so. Recently I've been surprised by how beautiful your use of color has been in your illustrations. Wow, I'm embarrassed just hearing you say that. I think it's because I've been gazing at your illustrations so much that I've absorbed some of your skill. Over the past few months, it feels like your artwork has become even better too. This is the only thing that I can beat you in though. Did you know that I only keep working so that you don't surpass me? What? I can't even think of anything that I beat you at. You're better at thinking of others, and you're more sincere. You're better than me at everything. No, you're way better at those things than I am. That is not true. Besides, your greatest strength is how lovely you are. I completely lose on that front. That's nice of you to say, but you're beautiful. If we're judging by beauty, then you have me beat. I do not. Cuteness is justice. Oh my god. Oh, there you go, guys. Cuteness is justice. But if you're going to go that far, you're very cute too. Ahem. Kokoro. Your voice sounds so bad because I'm sick now? No wonder your crush walked away so fast. He didn't want to get the Rona. Dang, he heard you coughing while asking for the Insta, so he broke out. Nana? Well, when did you... The first half was about work, so I ignored it, but the second half... I apologize. I don't want to be insensitive, but please do all the heavy petting at home. Yeah, but Kokoron, they're the perfect picture of the idiots in love couple, so maybe we should leave them to it sometimes. The idiots in love couple? Oh, so we are the most idiots in love couple in the world then? I never imagined the day would come when we could be bestowed with such a title. Don't get any funny ideas. Anyway, can you just tone it down and keep the couple stuff to your private lives? Okay, we are sorry. It must be nice to be stupid in love, though. Nana? Hey, I've got it. I'm going to create a story about an idiot couple like you. What? We left on our own in astonishment. We just stare at one another. We can't help but laugh a little. Let's just leave it at you win some, you lose some. I think that's a good idea. Just one last matter though. There's one thing that I have found that I believe that I beat you in. I can think of a lot of things. I love you more than anyone. More than anyone in this world. More than anything. Although it may actually be a draw, I do not feel like I have lost. Nor do I feel like I have won. Oh, come on now. And that's exactly how we spend our days together. Yeah, Azure over there crying with all this cute stuff going on. We've just finished breakfast and now we're preparing to leave for work. Maria. As she pulls up the sleeves of her coat, Ai turns back towards me. I'm just going to take your temperature, she says, putting her hand to my forehead. Her cool touch feels nice. Could it be the same as yesterday by any chance? You cannot almost be late 2 days in a row. I think you do have a little bit of a fever. I do? Yes, I can tell. I'm staring at you pretty much all day every day. I did wonder if I had a temperature. I have felt a slight fever, but I don't feel ill per se, and I didn't want to make Ai worry, so I was planning not to mention it. You need to stay home and rest today. Hanukkah told you to take some time off anyway, didn't she? Now that you mention it, I did receive a message like that, but I am fine. No. What you do when you just begin to catch a cold is crucial. I'll let Hanukkah know what's happening, so you just relax today, okay? But I really don't feel particularly unwell, but I begin to reconsider when I realize that I would just make Ai worry even more. Fine, but I shall contact the president about it. Make sure you rest properly today, promise? You're eating breakfast at 3 p.m.? It is weird, because didn't you wake up like many hours ago? Yes, I promise. More than anything, I just want to avoid a full-blown cold and passing it on to Ai. What breakfast food are you eating? You should take care too, Ai. Is it still cold out there? I will. See you later. I wave Ai off to work from the front door and return to the living room. After we got married, we moved here, and over the past 2 months, lots of things have happened. Since Ai is usually always by my side, it feels slightly lonely to be apart from her. But just as I promised, I am going to rest today. As I gently shake my head that feels like it's been stuffed with cotton wool, I head up to the bedroom. Eating eggs. Scrambled? Fried? How are you eating them? Good morning.
おはようござい
Good
ます。
morning. I enter the office just as Kokoro is leaving the president's office, and she returns my greeting. Oh, Maria called just now. She said that she'd be staying home because she's sick. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. Her fever isn't too serious, but I thought she should take care, so she's taking the day off.
そうですか。
Bro, I didn't eat anything today and yesterday. Dude, you gotta eat, man. Are you hungry? What's going on? Why are you not eating? I see. That's a relief. Lately, it feels like my relationship with Kokoro has improved so much. Ever since I became Maria's, although she was still called Marie back then, personal assistant. Now when I call Kokoro by her name, she has started to respond to me. This is our workplace. So I can't speak to her as casually as I would when we were kids, but that in itself still makes me happy.
なら、明日は出社
Do
で
you
きそ
think
う
that
です。
she'll be able to make it in tomorrow?
多分
Scramble is my
大丈夫だと
favorite,
思う
man.
けど
I sent my friend earlier a picture of some scrambled eggs with bacon that I made. It was inside some bread. And I know that he likes bacon. We both like bacon. That's all we ever talk about because we're big fans. Trying to see how long I can go? Why? What? That doesn't sound healthy though. Probably. She should be okay. Why?
PD チームからイラストを
We've had an
依頼が来てい
illustration
まして
request from the PZ team.
マリアさんに
From Maria?
来週ポンポコ動
Hold
物
on,
園
guys.
の
Let
メ
me
インタヌキの
let
誕
me
生日らし
reposture
くて
myself.
ブログに載せる SD イラストが欲しいんだそうです。
Next week is the birthday of the main tanuki in Ponpoko Zoo, so they wanted a cartoony illustration to put on their blog. Main tanuki? Is that a new term? It sounds funny. Anyway,
あそこは
they don't have any specialized graphics team over there, so they were just wondering if she was
来
free.
週の水曜日
But they don't need the illustration until next Wednesday, so there's no rush. We also have the competition to think about too. I bet anything that Maria draws for Ponpoko Zoo will be super cute.
心の声が
You can hear what you're thinking.
そ
Depends on your
そんなこと
weight.
ないよ
What? But how?
マリアさんの描くタヌキ
I don't know, man. I would assume it's dangerous regardless.
そんなところ
Because I would assume, you know, you need energy, you need vitamins and nutrients. I don't know, David. I think you should at least have, even if it's just like one small meal a day, I think you should at least have like one small meal. I'm sure that the tanuki that Maria will draw will be super cute, right? Yeah, bullseye. Am I really that easy to read? Anyway, you need to be worrying about this week's competition too, don't you?
確かに
Yeah, have you decided what kind of story you're going to come up with yet, Kokoro?
私は
Well, I really love the world of Yumeutsutsu, so I'm thinking of a sequel.
そうなんだ
Oh.
でもあれは
But that story is already complete, so it's really difficult to think of something to add on.
おはようございます
Morning, all.
おはようございます
Good morning, Nana.
おはようご
Good
ざいます
morning.
あれ
What's this? What are you two getting up to here?
ちょっと週末
I was just asking Kokoro about the competition this week.
何それ
Hey, make room for
まだ
Nana.
混ぜてくださいよいえ
It's not like we've come up with anything solid. We're just talking about what we should do. Are you going to go down the Yumeutsutsu 2 route after all, Kokoron? I guess we've had results with that title before, and as a director, I should concentrate on where I know we can have success. Someone's being soft on themselves, softer than soft-serve ice cream and marshmallows. Just hearing those two together gives me a stomachache. You should do just what the president and Sachan told you to and make all your fantasies come true. I don't think that's exactly what they said, but... Yeah, but that's what they meant, right? You could have Nie and Majo have a baby and write about their happily ever after. I didn't know they made medication to calm down overeating. Unless your overeating is the result of something else like anxiety, and the medication is actually for anxiety, then that would make sense. I start fasting to stop my overeating. But isn't that a little too easy? I'd love to see that though. The best way to stop overeating is to just be poor. That's the best way. If you can't afford food, you can't overeat. Well, I guess. Nie and Majo's baby, huh? No, Nie and Majo isn't that kind of story. It's more, well... What is it, Nie? Why are you so far away? Majo, you could come closer. Something is strange today. But, Majo, if I come closer, you would hug me tightly, would you not? Yes, as is my right. Or maybe not. Did I do something wrong? No, I suppose not. There's nothing that I'm unsatisfied with. But, perhaps I've done something that upset you, Nie. You did not, Majo. I have something that I must tell you. It is not bad news, I hope. Of course not, but inside my belly is... wait, do you mean to tell me? Yes, inside my belly is your child. Why does she have such an ahegao? Look at that expression, oh my god. By the way, guys, in this game, girls can actually get girls pregnant, so if you think it's weird, for whatever reason in this game, that's the rule of the worlds, I guess. So please hug me gently. Something like that. Majo is so cute. That is something that I would like to see, but which ending would that stem from? My friend almost had your problem, Azure. He was stressed from working, and he was eating a lot. He was a cop. And he was stress eating, and he was starting to gain weight. But then he quit. He got a new job. Well, he moved. He went to a different state. And he got a new job, and then he started to feel a little bit better. That's something that I would like to see, but which ending would that stem from? Well, what the F? How is that supposed to work? Hey, you know, let's not question it. Let's just smile and be happy about it, David. Am I right? I have no idea. That's asking a bit too much for Nana. How irresponsible. Haha, even if I am kidding, if we do make a sequel, then there will be a lot of pressure to make something great. Not necessarily. Oh, Hanukkah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, you two. Your conversation sounded fun, so I thought I would join in. What do you mean by not necessarily? I mean that you could write a story about their future, or you could write a prequel, or even focus on a different character within the same world as them. A prequel? So about Yona and Ho-Oh? Are they talking about Pokemon or Yona of the Dawn? Which one is it? Yona of the Dawn, Ho-Oh is from Pokemon Gold. That's right. Another character, so we could carry on the Niamajo world with a completely different set of protagonists. Ding ding ding. I see, I suppose you could call that a sequel too. Don't be concerned with whether you are a director or an office assistant. Let your mind wander freely, okay? Got it. Understood. Thank you, President. I'll leave you all to it. Hanukkah returns back to her office with a few waves of her hand. Alright, so we have to think a little more freely. Kokoro also returns to her seat with an expression as if she's just had an epiphany. I should get back to my desk too. Ah, my time card. Oh no, I haven't punched mine either. That was close, I was almost going to be counted absent. Sat in my desk chair, I think long and hard. Of course it's about work, it really is, but now there's something else too. Yeah, normally there's no way that I would think about anything unrelated to work in the office. But, there is something, I can't focus on my job any longer. All I can think about is Maria. Of course, I'm concerned by that slight fever of hers, but that's not all. Alright, if I'm not going to get on with any work, I might as well search for... Inside my heart is excuse after excuse. I press the enter key on the keyboard. Wow, it's been a while, so how's the wind blowing today? It has been a long time, Echo. I have something that I need to ask of you. Oh, that's unusual. Ask me whatever you want. If I can do it, then I will help. I'm sorry to say that it's not related to work. You're on your break right now, aren't you? I wonder and look up at the clock. It is just a little past 12. But perfect timing. Then it should be fine. David is saying, how is that supposed to work about the girls getting the other girls pregnant? I brace myself and decide to ask. It's about Maria Mercuri That's something that I want to know. Thanks to my day of rest yesterday, my body is feeling surprisingly light. Right, time to go to the office. Are you sure that you're okay? Since you continue to stare at me every day, and surely you already know the answer to that question, I've been watching you ever since this morning. Anyway, seems like you're much better. Yes, that's because I slept all day yesterday, just as I promised you. I mailed to say that I would cook dinner. I had already finished by the time I received it. I did want you to take a break from that as well, though. Damn it. Azure, you looking at some weird TikToks. It is fine. I rested enough. See, look. Whoa. If you take my temperature with your lips, you will understand. Hey, Maria. Fine. Alright, fine. Your temperature has gone down. Thank you. You did not kiss me yesterday, so I was beginning to feel a little bit lonely. Now I'm the one whose temperature is rising. Now, I'll have to take your temperature next time. So stop it. Yesterday when this happened, I was almost late for work. Ai's face turns bright red and she shakes her head, as if remembering the previous day's events. Then let us pick this back up again later when we return. Honestly, I feel disappointed. But it would be poor form to be late on the first day back after a day off. Ah, that's okay then, promise? Ai is too cute, nodding hesitantly like that. It's hard to suppress the urge to hug her. Sorry for the caps. I didn't realize caps was on. But that's how you spell it. I'm drawing a rough sketch for Fridays, already the day after tomorrow's competition. Coco gave me a request to draw an illustration for another team's blog, but I'm not working on that yet. If all I need to draw is a cartoon version of a character, then I should finish in time, even if I start next week. Before that, I have to do this illustration for my story. Since I took the day off yesterday, I don't have much free time. Usually I form a clear image in my head and then give it form from there. But right now I'm still at the point where I have to think of something in the first place. The graphics pen in my hand doesn't involve an inch. The blank, white canvas is making me feel wary, so I turn my face away from the monitor. When I do, my gaze turns to... Naturally, it's drawn to my beloved. Would I let you into my home if you were a cat? Nope. You might have rabies. Can't trust you. Sorry. Ai is writing something, a serious expression upon her face. You might also have like fleas or something. Gross. It's a precious scene that I never get to see at home. I can see her side profile as she focuses on the task at hand. I see her rubbing her tired eyes. Her broad smile as she tells me that the food I prepared was delicious. I love all of it. You could hear a pin drop in the office, as if everyone else is also earnestly working away for the competition. Then a faint sound slips out. There's a change in Ai's expression. I can see the faint hint of happiness. Did something good just happen? Every day, every night, I watch Ai, so much so that it feels like it consumes me. That's why I know when she's happy, when she's really content. Maria? Ai turns toward me as if she senses my gaze. With that same expression. The expression she has when she's looking at the monitor. The expression she has when she's watching me. Is something wrong? Oh, no, don't worry. Are you sure? Could it be that you're still not feeling yourself? I'm fine, really, I am. Then that's okay. If by tomorrow... Wait, tomorrow? The day after tomorrow. It's the day after tomorrow, right? I'm talking about Haneka's competition. Yes, I believe so. There isn't really much time, so you may not be able to rest, but don't push yourself too hard, okay? Yes, I'll be fine. Ah. What is that noise, Ai? Oh, it is? Well, it's the sound of a chat notification. It's Echo. The woman who was in charge of the BGM for Niemajo? Yes, her. I try to continue my questioning, but for some reason the words get caught in my throat. I wonder if she was talking about work or something. But with a sound person? I wonder if it has something to do with Friday's competition. I'm sure that she has her reasons. If I ask her, I'm sure that I'll understand why, but I cannot. What comes out of my mouth instead is, what kind of person is she? That strange question. She knows a lot about computers. Although I've never met her in real life. So you have never met her either? Never. I wonder what she's like. I wonder if we'll ever have the chance to meet her. Who knows? We cut the conversation there and turn back towards our monitors. I feel these thoughts continue to nag at my heart. Dang, her wife talking to another woman on the internet. Kinda sus. See you all tomorrow. Please excuse us. Everyone apart from us remains at the office, and apart from Saki who got up in the afternoon, Nana and Kokoro are staying behind to work on Friday's project a little more. If I'm being honest, I would have liked to stay behind a little longer too, but I refuse to let me because she seems concerned about my well-being. Shall we return home then? Yes. Oh, wait a minute, Ipon. Yes? Nana gets up from her chair and calls Ai over. Come here. Ai looked back and said, as she notices Nana beckoning her, Can you wait outside, Maria? I'll be out once I finish speaking to Nana. Oh, okay, I understand. Almost, Azure, almost. Not even a minute passes as I wait outside of the office until Ai descends the stairs. Sorry to keep you waiting, shall we go? Yes. As we walk, I try to ask Ai what she spoke to Nana about, but for some reason I can't. Lately, even I feel that something is wrong with me, including how I developed that fever yesterday. Maria? I wonder if I'm jealous. I am okay, more importantly. Do you remember our promise from this morning? Our promise? Yes. Shall we continue once we arrive home? Definitely. There's nothing to worry about. That's what I think when I see Ai smile. Said David, I'm watching you breathe. David don't care. David's like, alright, bet. Maria's staring seriously at the monitor. Even though I'm in the middle of work myself, I can't take my eyes off her. It seems like she's not feeling herself lately, and she also seems to be having a rough time with the work for the competition. She seems even more tense than usual. When we first met, I thought that she was so beautiful. I wonder how many times I thought that. Her eyelashes are so long. Her large violet eyes feel like they suck me in when I stare at them. I love her so much that there aren't enough words in the world to describe it. And now she's all mine. I'm the only one she loves. I love her so much that I still can't believe it myself. Ai? Oh, sorry. Is something wrong? But lately Maria seems a little strange. I thought that she might just be catching a cold at first, but it seems like that's not the whole story. It's nothing. But I have a plan today, a secret plan. Oh. Ah. Although I'm not hiding it just because I want to see that face, I feel kind of bad about keeping something from her. I'm watching you watch this stream. Want to knock on my door and find out how a 22 LR works? Hell no, Neff. When I have a sword strike with my BB, your problem, dang. Maria. Yes? I was just captivated by your expression. Hmm? This is how I truly feel. I'm in the middle of work. You asked. I'm sorry. It's okay. By the way, is it alright if I make dinner tonight? I'd love it if you did, but why do you want to take care of that all of a sudden? I have to go somewhere after this, and I'm not sure how long I'll be. So I thought that it would be easier if I made dinner today. Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I tasted your cooking. Then you should look forward to it.
はい楽しみにしておきます
I am. And now, it's time for my secret plan to unfold. It says sold to 672.51, so I don't have anything else. Jesus. Oh god. The end of the day is approaching, but I haven't been able to make any progress at all with the work for tomorrow's competition. I copied my work to the external server so that I can work from home and prepare to leave the office. I have no idea how far I'll get before tomorrow evening. Even if I continue working from now, it doesn't feel like I'll be able to produce anything meaningful. Something strange. Even I think so. When I realize where my gaze has landed, it's in the direction where she sits as usual. But I still hasn't returned. She mentioned that she had a meeting somewhere with Nana, but I didn't ask what it was about. They make an unusual pair, so I can't even begin to imagine what they might be discussing. And I hate the fact that I cannot stop thinking about it. I feel anxious when I can't see Ai, but when I think about how I can taste Ai's cooking tonight, I feel so happy that my heart feels like it's going to burst. As my emotions change dizzyingly every second of every minute, it almost feels as if they're toying with me. Oh, Maria, haven't you gone home yet? No, I don't want to have a sword fight, no thanks. No, I should be coming home back soon. Oh, about that, she might be a little later than she first thought. She went out with Nana, did she not? Are they in some sort of trouble? Oh, nothing like that. Call it President's intuition. Intuition? I has been worried that you've not been feeling yourself. So why don't you hurry home and get some rest? I was worried? Yes, so go home? I realize once again how much I've been making Ai worry. Understood, then I shall leave now. Great, good job today. Please, it'll be fun. Man, y'all so fake. Bro, what are you talking about? How you gonna miss 2 streams and then come to the 3rd one and attack me like this? Dang, I feel hurt. I'm wounded. I hurry home. It's almost as if someone had ordered me to hurry back. And the fact that Hanukkah seemed so worried when she said that, I understand it. You know what, Azure? The only way you can make this up to me is if you buy me a Hello Kitty keychain for my backpack. It's the only way I'm ever gonna forgive you. But I detest how I can't help but think about what I am. I collapse wearily onto the sofa. I feel ashamed of myself. Lying on the sofa, I close my eyes. I suddenly remember Ai's scent. Even though we use the same shampoo, the same soap in the shower, I still think that Ai smells great. We have only been in this new place for 2 months, but I feel Ai everywhere. Like from the left side of this sofa where Ai always sits. I feel much calmer now. Before I take my coat off, I decide to drink a glass of water from the kitchen, but when I get up, I find a small slip of paper enter my gaze on the table. Is this some kind of memo? I don't think it was there when we left this morning. At least, I don't remember it being there. I take the slip of paper and recognize the letters. Oh, that's some other language. I'm waiting at the office. A sensation that can be called neither pain nor cold pierces my heart. I feel the goosebumps on my skin and the world before me turns to a gray monochrome in an instant. The first thing that comes to mind is the anti-government organization. But why would they leave a memo? Where does the belief come from that I would appear without reporting to the Gracerian government? That's it. They must have taken Ai as a hostage. And the reason they left a note must have been to make it known that they could come in whenever they wanted to. I stand there dumbfounded for several minutes. No, it can only have been several seconds. I'll do anything to save Ai. What the F was that? Well, she's from some place called Graceria. So I think that was Gracerian text. Once my mind is made up, my body moves on its own. If the past that I had thought I had thrown away is going to hurt me or the person I love, and I shall erase that past completely, even if it destroys my future. I just have to protect the woman I love. I put the past me back on. I steady my breathing, even as my heart trembles with fear and rage. Its beating is surprisingly silent. I desperately suppress the shaking caused by these incessant flares of despair and faint sense of hope. I stifle my feelings and prepare myself to be in the best form I can be. The only weapon I have is a small knife concealed within the bottom of my sleeve. The lights are on. Are Saki, Hanuka, and Kokoro still in there working? What if they've all been captured? What should I do? I know. I'll save them all. Now is not the time to whine that I can't do it. I mustn't lose these people I love, these people who accepted me. I steady my breathing once again. I sneak up the stairs carefully not to make a single sound. Was that a shot? Where? Where's the pain? No, don't even think about it. If my body can still move, then I must go. Happy birthday, Maria. Happy B-Day. Happy birthday. Cheers to another year. Happy birthday, Maria. Huh? Maria stands there stiff as a statue, her eyes wide. I'm so glad. Maria? She throws her arms around me and my heart beats a little faster. But that's not all. When she suddenly looks up at me, there's a tear running down her cheek. Today's your actual birthday, so I thought that we'd throw you a surprise party. I'm so relieved. That's all Maria will say as she hugs me tightly. Her grip is so strong. It's almost like I can't breathe, but I can feel it. Maria's deep, deep love for me. So I do nothing and simply stroke her hair. Put more expression in your reading, GU? I feel like I read with good expression. Listen, I can't help it if my voice is the way it is. And David's right, I ain't no voice actor either. And I feel like when I'm reading with expression, like, I don't know. The way I hear it in my ears sounds good to me. If that makes any sense. And I'm definitely reading it with a smile on my face. With excitement. I'm enjoying it. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. And we stay like that for a while until Maria gradually begins to release her grip. Thank you. I am so happy. That's great, but how did you know that is my birthday? Oh, about that. Well, does this mean by any chance that our attempt to surprise you failed? I feel like all that's going to happen now is that this idiot couple is going to make a show of being all over each other. Idiot couple, that's the second time now. No, this is a great success. I have never had such a wonderful birthday before. Phew. And everything is alright. You just suddenly hugged Ai and went all quiet, so I was beginning to wonder what we should do. We're just glad that you're happy. I've always thought of us as good friends, but this is... I'm sorry. I just could not contain my feelings any longer, so I had to hug her then and there. This Maria is my usual Maria, so I don't feel like I can ask her about that tear. I just think about getting this party into full swing like I planned. I suppose this is your first real birthday. You must want to celebrate just the two of you, don't you? Hanuka remarks. Oh, I get it. Oh, you're probably right. I'm sure any alcohol would taste particularly sweet while watching these two get all lovey-dovey, but I guess you're right. It is fine. You all took the time to do this on my behalf, so... Maria. Ai? Shall we take them up on that offer and celebrate just the two of us? How about it? I say, twisting her arm a little. Okay, then let us do that. Maria finally nods her approval. Great, then it's settled. Alright, then here, Ippon, take these. I take the platter that Nana gently holds out. Is that? Oh yeah, this is my utter surprise, so no questions allowed. It's covered with a silver lid, almost like a platter you would get from room service, and you can't see what's underneath, so I'm safe for now. Thank you, Nana. Are you going to take the cake as well? I'm not sure they'll be able to manage the whole thing by themselves. Why don't you take it tomorrow? At least I think you should wait until tomorrow. Huh? Why is that? You'll see. Come on now, we can't keep them here forever. And again, happy birthday, Maria. That's right, happy birthday once again, Maria.
おめでとうございます師匠
Happy B-Day, Master.
おめでとう
Happy birthday, Maria Otori.
はい
Thank you, everyone.
では
We'll be leaving then. Shall we get going, Maria? Yes, I. We're going to carry on at home, which means that we leave alone, in love with our fingers laced. I think of how I should ask about that tear at a later time, but we aren't really able to talk about anything. I can just feel what she feels through her hands. At first, I thought that no one else realized anything strange, but it seems like I was mistaken. It seems that Hanukkah especially knows that something is up. We finally arrive home and sit down on the sofa. Maria always on my right. Somehow those sides became our usual spots. It's almost like a rule that has formed without ever being spoken. It may seem strange, but today that makes me feel kind of happy. Should I fetch us some drinks or something? No, I just wish to remain like this a little longer. Maria mutters, gripping my hand.
そうですね
That's a good idea. Let's stay like this. Like killing all the birds in a kilometer radius, bro. My cats are psychos. You know what's my favorite? When I have friends who tell me that their cat will bring them a dead mouse and throw it on their lap. That's disgusting, but apparently cats do that. And apparently it's supposed to be a sign of affection. I answer, but for some reason remember back to that night. The night when the woman who was supposed to have died paid my room a visit. That night I hugged Maria, sobbing that I never wanted to leave her side again. Just like that night, I sit in silence, waiting for Maria to open up to me.
私は
I have been acting quite strange lately.
体の調子は
There's nothing wrong with me
今も悪くあり
physically.
ません
That much at least is true.
ただ
But it feels like I have anxiety somewhere in my heart that I cannot quite express in words. And that has made me behave strangely.
もし
I'm so sorry if I was the one who made you feel like that.
いいえ
No, I do not believe that it is your
それは
fault.
多分
I think that it may be a problem with me, myself.
それは違いますよ
You're wrong. This problem belongs with the both of us. Didn't I make a promise to you on the day we got married?
二人で力を
From now on, we have to pool our strength and together overcome the hardships, sharing the happiness, and build a home full of laughter. You're right.
だから
So no matter what kind of problem you have, we'll beat it together.
はい
I understand. Mira stares straight at me and replies definitively. In her answer, I feel a deep and certain affection that transcends any word like reliance or
愛
trust.
しています
I love you, Maria. I blurt out abruptly.
はい
I know. I love you too. I have no idea why I felt so anxious.
なぜ不安だったのか
How could I when there's someone I can trust and believe in so much?
本当に
Exactly. Finally. Yes, exactly.
何かあったら
Whatever happens, you can tell me. I may be thick-headed sometimes, but that's only because I don't realize what's going on.
はい
I will. Maria smiles from the heart and nods.
では
I have another question. How did you know that today was my real birthday?
と
If I were to start from the beginning... Flashback. We're getting the Naruto flashback. It's about Maria Mikori. I have something that I want to know. Yes? It begins with me asking Echo when Maria's real birthday is. Maria? Isn't she the woman who you just married? I seem to remember that her surname was Mahler. That's right, it's a long story.
これはきちんと
I have to explain this properly, but I have no idea where to start. All I know about her is that she joined Eureka Software as Marie Mahler, and then became Maria Otori after she was supposedly killed by that anti-government organization.
ほとんど全部知られて
She
る
knows pretty much everything. If you have anything else to add, then I'm all ears. I'm sorry, but that's all. Alright, so what do you want to know? Since you used the name Okori, it must date from before the Mahler household, correct?
怖い
This is almost scary. She knows so much. Well, today we spoke about birthdays, and I wanted to ask when her real birthday it is.
私が知って
The birthday that I know from Maria is just the birthday of the real Marie Mahler.
さんにも聞い
I tried asking Hanukkah, but the date marked on Maria's resume is also Marie's birthday, rather than her own. Are you mistaking me for a search engine or something? Ah, she does have a point. I'm sorry, I should have just asked Maria directly. Heh. But according to this, it's this Thursday. Don't you need that information anymore? What? It came up? I couldn't find a birthday for Maria Mahler, but I did find one when I searched for Maria Mikori. That's amazing, thank you.
私も
I tried searching a bit by myself, but because of what happened, I was never able to find it. You're amazing, Echo. An old poacher makes the best keeper. If you have anything else that you need to know, ask away. Wait, what's going on in chat? 2 straight cats. What can I say? Dang. Mine are home cats? Okay, okay. You know what? You might OPP, David. What? What's an OPP? You can call this your wedding present from me. Really? Then I have one more thing to ask of you. I suppose I never did tell you when it is, although it may be more a case that I simply forgot. I thought that I would just ask you myself, but then I decided that I wanted to throw you a surprise party and... It is okay. It makes me happy that you felt that way. Everything is my fault for worrying by myself and misunderstanding things. But even through those days we spent happily together, she continued to pretend to have forgotten about it. Please tell me, just like you, I want to hear what is on your mind too, so that we can overcome everything together. Maria, wouldn't you rather go back to Grisseria? You've been making a lot of Grisserian food lately, and when it came to our wedding and taking my name, I feel like maybe I was just blindly doing everything my own way. You're wrong, Maria states, interrupting me. I came back to you knowing that I would throw everything else away. But at that point in time, I don't think I even had anything to throw away in the first place. You are my everything. The entire reason that I knocked on your door that night was because I could not stand the thought of losing you. Maria, the Otori name, you, yourself, everything that I have gained since then are my treasures and happiness. Good, I'm so glad. Thank you, At Maria's words, the pool of sludge that seemed to have settled in the bottom of my heart disappears just like that. In that case, shall we get on with the rest of the party? These 2 girls are married. They've been married since the beginning, since we started reading. It feels like a good day to be reborn today. Good, and I have a present for you too. So let's get food out of the way first. Didn't you say that you were going to cook for me today? I removed the lid from the platter that Nana handed to me in front of Maria with a ta-da. So this is your other surprise. Oh, that looks like burek. This is spana kobita from your hometown. That looks like spinach burek, which is an Albanian dish. When I was a kid, did you happen to like this? How did you... I asked Echo to find out for me. It took a little while, but... What is she? Even I was surprised, to be honest. The other question that I asked in mine and Echo's chat was about the time when Maria Mahler was still known as the Maria Makori. It was about what she always used to eat. Although Echo still teased me and asked if I was mistaking her for a bake pad this time. So then I went and borrowed Nana's kitchen. So that is why you left with Nana today. Yes, we asked Hanukkah and she gave us half a day off to make it. I'm so happy. Can I eat it yet? Yes, of course. Alright, then I will cut it up. Maria says, cutting the pita in half with a knife and presenting one half to me. Huh? Where did she get that knife from just now? Azure is saying that she doesn't trust Ai. Ai is the name of the brown-haired girl on the right-hand side. Ayatori. Delicious. This is delicious, Ai. What's going on, Click? How you doing, brother? Oh, good. I'm glad. Then let's have a try. Wow, it really is. Yes, I knew that I would love anything that you made for me, but this is so special. Does it taste like home? Yes, my mother, my real mother, used to make this all the time. I wonder how many years it has been now. I'll make it again for you anytime you want. All you have to do is say the word, anytime. I think David is saying no to Azure, because Azure is saying that I is sus, and I think David is disagreeing. Please, don't worry about me, I. Worry? It does taste like home, but that is already in the past. After we finish eating, Maria pushes the platter out of the way, faces me, and continues with a serious look on her face. Why the question mark? Because he didn't know what you were talking about. Wait, is Azure in the stream? She is. And why have I been acting so strange lately? Okay. I think that the beginning may sound a little trivial. Like how I was never able to cook before, for instance. Oh, you said no to Click? Oh. And Click says, Azure, unblock me, please. I think that the beginning may sound a little trivial. Okay. I read that. What? I was not the one who was good at cooking. That was Marie. The Maria Mauler, you know. In other words, Maria Otori may not be the real me. What do you mean? I first came to this country as Marie Mauler. That much you know. Back then, I was always acting how Marie would act. I would always try to do what she could do. That was all I thought about. I diligently learned how to cook to become more like her, and I embodied the Marie Mauler motto of it only being polite to sweet-talk a woman when you see her. Marie was the one who was a good soldier. The real me was always hidden in her shadow. Maria. Aye, that's why I... Maria, stop. Do you remember when I first met you, Maria? I do. That bag snatcher was trying to get away, but you caught him. Yes, but at that time, I was already behaving based on what Marie would do, and as a result of that, So, if you were just plain old Maria, you would never have been able to catch him then. What? But... No, criminals are vermin, and in the army, we were taught how to catch them, so I probably would have caught him anyway. Right? However, once I heard that you weren't really Marie, I just thought about a lot of things. When you asked me to go out with you, you were talking about going shopping, weren't you? She's so good at Japanese, I just forget. She doesn't necessarily understand every nuance of a word or a promise. That's right, is there something the matter, Ai? It's nothing. Could you have misunderstood and thought that I meant something else? A smile appears on Marie's face. I think about how bright her violet eyes are. I suppose I do not mind if you did. Huh? What? I was so nervous back then. But that wasn't quite love or anything yet. I just thought that you were extremely pretty. I remember you being so close that my heart wouldn't stop thumping. But... that could be me and him. I mean, if he becomes a girl, then yeah. In Grisseria, we do not sing the song. After linking fingers, we just... kiss. You kiss? Yes, like this. Then together now. Azure has some sort of crush on a boy at her school. That pinky swear, that's when we first kissed. It's when I first began to wonder if this was love. Yes, I thought that might be it. Then after that, you became Maria. That's when I first noticed. I noticed that you were so shy. You weren't very good at charming women. You said that it wasn't you. So when you promised not to do that anymore with anyone else but me, that was the real Maria, wasn't it? That was. Yes, that was me. You activated my trap card? The me who used to be Maria Mauler, and then became Maria Otori, who stands right by your side. And the person who I fell in love with was you, Maria. It was you. Since the first day I met you, the Maria who I have always been watching is the person who I love. You're right. Maria and I joined pinky fingers. It feels like such a natural thing that we don't even know who stretched her finger out first. Oh! Alright, screenshot time, guys. Let's go, boys. Now we're talking. In all honesty, is something that I have been thinking this whole time. What is it? It's been such a long time since I saw you in your military uniform. Yes, I suppose it has. And you look just as pretty as how you always did. Pretty? When we surprised you, you jumped into my arms with such a serious look on your face. That expression was so brave. But the military uniform is from back when I was Marie. Let me finish. I think you were probably trying to save me from something, weren't you? Yes, I was. When I saw that note, I thought that an anti-government organization had kidnapped you. So that face was for me? Yes. Which means that this beautiful and brave Maria is also my Maria, right? Yes, but... And still, the slender woman breathing heavily in my arms was also Maria? Seeing her like that made me feel like she was so precious. Wait, that means that the usual nighttime Maria is surprisingly assertive and surprisingly passionate. Ooh, look at these choices. I could dominate Maria or be dominated by Maria. Jesus. Well, we gotta save since we're at another choice. Let's dominate Maria. But I want to dominate Maria. It's nothing. Today I never reached the end of my sentence. Okay. Maria mutters in a fragile voice. That night, sleep was a precious commodity. We loved each other very, very deeply. I thought they were going to show us a scene of them in bed. They showed us a scene of some of the other girls in bed, I think, or at least some of the other girls in the bathtub and doing other things. But not for these two, huh? Okay, everyone, are you all ready for our little competition? I don't know, am I? It's the evening of the next day. Hanukkah mercilessly asks us to gather around. Okay, this got weird really fast. Why is it weird? It's a visual novel about girls kissing. What'd you expect? They're married. Anyway, what else happened in your day, Jiu? I wanted to see the other choice. I mean, at the end of this route, I'll go back, I'll reload it and choose it and see what happens. We'll see. What happened in my day? Nothing. Just 3 live streams and some chicken flautas and churros. That's it. It is only in the rough stages, but after powering through the night, Maria and I were finally somehow able to come up with something afterwards. I will say this though. I tried bubble tea this week. Some more bubble teas. I was telling my bubble tea stories during my Food Girl stream yesterday, because I tried bubble tea yesterday for the 4th time, and I tried a new flavor, brown sugar, which apparently some people call Black Tiger, I think. And I got a very cheap one. It was $4, and they didn't put like the syrup on the side like they do for the really fancy ones. So my friend said it looked kind of sad. He said it seemed whack. But anyway, I tried brown sugar bubble tea because Mr. recommended it on Tuesday. And it was alright. It wasn't bad. My favorite bubble tea is still taro, but the brown sugar one was alright. So that's some other news for this week. Had some more good old-fashioned bubble tea. Azure, stop blocking everybody. David didn't even bother you. But there was no sleep for us. Or to put it more accurately, I wouldn't let Maria sleep. I finished just now. I'm extremely tired. I finally understand what Saki meant yesterday about how we'd understand tomorrow. It's just past lunchtime. I've never felt that way before. My brain had never had such an intense need for something sweet. And apart from Hanukkah, I think the whole team was feeling that way. He my OP, man. What the heck is an OP? One Punch Man? He's your One Punch Man? Opponent. That's what it says. Opponent in Urban Dictionary. Dang. So David's your opponent, huh? Not an XYZ and click going around. You have to target another poor young lad. I'm sorry you have to suffer through this, David. She's kind of toxic. It'd be like that sometimes. She's only nice to other girls like Onion and... I guess just Onion and Emma, huh? In the blink of an eye, the cake that we prepared for yesterday was digesting inside everyone's stomachs. We were like ants attracted to sugar. I just wish that we could have had a little more fun while eating. Let's see then. The president was the only person to elegantly enjoy her cake with a cup of tea and is still full of energy. Or if that, the competition from hell is open for judgment. I don't see how blocking will help it though, David says. I mean, you know, whatever floats her boat. Yawn, I'm so tired. This is what happens, David. You're her opponent now. She's scared of the competition, so she's blocking you out of fear. That means you've won. No, it's Emma, Floof, and Onion. That's literally what I said. I came up with my story in a rush after everything happened last night. It's a story about a proud soldier with a shadow somewhere in her heart. Yes, I'm completely worn out too. Maria has drawn 2 rough sketches. An illustration of a heartbroken soldier and a little girl healing her wound. All things considered though, Saki is extraordinary. Yes, it was amazing what she said. For some reason, Saki never came up with her own submission. Then after a glance at our story and illustrations, David said Azure should be scared. Dang straight. Just wait 1 hour, she said, returning to her desk despite the fact that the competition is already underway. Judging by Haneka's face, she seems to understand what is going on and looks over Kokoro and Nana's submissions. While she reads, everyone apart from Saki spends some time looking over each other's submissions. Kokoro has gone for a continuation of the Niyamajo world. It's more of a spin-off than a sequel though, and it's more of a single idea than a complete story. It's about a girl who wasn't given a name to begin with, about why she never received a name, and how a nameless girl lives in such a world. This is really interesting. Yes, that's it, that's the spirit. Hanukkah is giving it rave reviews. Nana's story is about a group of girls who work at a games company, and it's quite graphic. As I read it, I can see some familiar faces float by in my mind. This is very sensual. I can see some of your desires bleeding through, Nana. This is pretty good. Hanukkah praises this one too. Why would I be scared of someone who annoyed me now, Azure says. Average, David says. Like, oh, I'm so scared. Oh, please help someone, Azure says. Yo, David, now she begging for help over here, bro. Yo, you got her shook. I don't think she's gonna be able to sleep tonight. Also, thanks for all the likes on the stream, guys. And eventually the 1 hour is up. Ayatori, Maria Otori, was this what you were aiming for? She asks, handing everyone a copy. The story is set in the near future. The world of Graceria has been remodeled into a present-day sci-fi. The story is about a soldier and a girl. I get it. I totally get it. Are these characters based on... Looks like you've been busted. Then these people are... They're us? What we aim to do? And even what we wanted to say? It's all in here. I don't think we can release it as it is, though. Still, I can easily imagine a future in which we can depict that story. In the end, the competition didn't help in choosing our next project. Now we have to do it all over again next week. But that's a story for another time. Shall we go to bed soon? Oh, yes. Is something the matter? No, it's just... Are you worried about something, Ai? If so, you must tell me. Well, I wonder if it's okay to say it. I gather my courage. Even if it's only sometimes, I want to see you in your military uniform. What? I couldn't say so yesterday, but it looked really good. You mean, in other words, you want to... in my uniform? I want you to say what you want, too. I did. This is so embarrassing. Fine, I promise I will. You do? Yes. Marie is so cute when she nods shyly like that. Wow, 2 days in a row. It's not like it had never crossed my mind before. But this is a benefit of me trying to be more daring. But all my energy is gone now, and we fall asleep together right there on the sofa. We sleep well and eat breakfast. Now I'm just thinking about what Maria and I should do this weekend. Do you have a minute, Ai? She looks serious about something. Sure, okay, but... over here. She beckons me over to the living room table, where we sit facing each other. Maria? I have something important to tell you. Important? I have both good news and bad news. Which would you like first? Huh? It's like we're talking from a soap opera script. I don't want to hear the bad news, but I shouldn't avoid it either. Okay, give me the bad news first. Understood. It's about what I promised last night. You mean about the military uniform? Yes, well, for a while I won't be able to. What? But why? Before you say anything, could you look at this for me, please? Oh my god, is she pregnant? Is this... could it be? Yes, it's your baby. This is why I will not be able to wear the uniform for a while. Are you watching this, David? She's preggers. Wow, this is fantastic news. It is probably from that time in Akihabara. I recall that time. It was when Maria and I went on a date to the Electric Town Festival. I'll never forget that day when we decided to make a baby in that Akihabara hotel. Oh yeah. That means that... wait a minute. Yes, I have one more of these, so please use it. Thank you. Wait, could I also get pregnant? Could they both get pregnant? I take the pregnancy test that Maria hands to me. Then I go to the toilet and wait for the result. What the? We both decided back on that day, we discussed whether it might be too early, that we might want to live just the two of us for a little while longer. We talked about it seriously on that hotel bed. Is my baby inside your belly? I can't wait to find out any longer. I can't wait either to finally meet her. In the end, we never reached a conclusion to our discussion at the hotel. Yo, they're both pregnant at the same time. I didn't know that that could happen. I knew that girls could get girls pregnant, but I thought it could only be one of the girls at a time. This is crazy. This is a plot twist. I couldn't betray what felt most important to me back then. Yes, I cannot wait to meet her either. And this is the result. Hey Maria, I'm so happy. On that day when we made that decision, new life came to us, and now it's growing inside our bellies. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy too. So happy that I may even be happier than you are for once. Impossible. We know that I will always be the happiest one here. We joke with one another just as we always do. I'm kidding, It seems like I have misunderstood something. Misunderstood? The happiness and love I feel right now, it's all the most important to me. And now I know the things that are most important to me are only going to grow in number. Maria will always be the most important to me, just like how my baby and her baby will be the most important too in the exact same way. The people most important to me, my greatest happiness, they're going to increase from now on. It's so amazing. This is why the two of us... Hey, you mean the four of us, right? Yes, that's right. From now on, let's live happily ever after, just the four of us. Let's. Is that where it ends? I'm surprised. Usually these stories are a little bit longer. So I'm surprised it ended in less than 2 hours. But let's load up and let's go pick the other choices that we didn't pick. We're not going to reread everything. We just have to reread a little bit while we pick the choices. So I didn't choose characters before. I think I'm gonna come up with a character first. May I ask you why? I think the Yumeutsutsu world is fascinating, but while I like most of the characters living within that world, I'm captivated by Nia and Majo and how they feel so alive. It's almost as if they're real. I wish I could come up with characters like those. I suppose the majority of the story is the dialogue between the two characters, but they are so amazing that it never feels that way. It's like when Majo gradually begins to open her heart up to Nie. It made me so happy, almost like I was Nie myself. And the characters I love so much that you also want to make a game like that, don't you? Yes. So which method will you use, Maria? Well, I'm an illustrator, so I'll create some characters first. And then from here, the story continues on as we read before. So now we could go to the other option that we missed, because we got that new bit of text. Let's see what happens if we choose to be dominated by Maria. Being dominated by the usual Maria. It wouldn't be so bad. I'm kind of interested to see it. My assertive Maria, I wonder which you are. What? Is the real Maria? I do not know. You were the first person that I have ever been with. At those words, I feel something within me bursts. It's the baby coming out. That night, sleep was a precious commodity. We loved each other very deeply. Oh god, it would have been funny if you would have just seen the baby's head pop out right there. And then we would have seen like David's reaction of pure horror and shock. Oh man. Alright, so we chose all of the choices. Now we need to go to special voices and play the Marie voice. I don't know if we've ever played the Nie and Majo voices. I think those are new. I think you only get those when you get all the other characters. And you get trophies just for clicking on those voices as well. And now we got the platinum trophy. So we've done everything in Yumeutsutsu re-after. Alright guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I hope you guys enjoyed listening in and chatting with each other and all of that. We have finally finished all 5 routes of this game. So this game is 100% complete, as you saw when I got the platinum trophy. Wait, why is there a dog? So last Sunday you missed it, but there is a route where she could have babies with the dog. And then it's basically like dog girls. So human girls, but with dog ears. Like, you know how they have cat girls in Nekapara? She gives birth to dog girls. And I put a timestamp in it in case you want to watch the VOD from last weekend and, you know, scar yourself in that way. But, it was an interesting ending. There is a furry ending, apparently. But yeah, guys, I enjoyed streaming this game. Next Saturday, sorry, we will begin a new Girls Love Yuri game. I also mentioned on Discord in the announcement channel that I'm not going to do Genshin every Saturday from now on. I'm only going to do Genshin once a month. So next Saturday I'm going to do some different content instead of Genshin. It might be some food girls like I've been doing, or it might be something else. I don't really know yet. But I'm going to take a break from Genshin. My next Genshin stream will be when the Aika and Shenhe banners come out and I'm ready to do my over 200 wishes. So tomorrow we're going to have Omori and Nekapara, and then next Saturday we'll have some sort of content along with some more Yuri. David says, that is cursed. I mean, this game is nothing but sexy stuff, but also cursed stuff. It's a mixed bag, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was about a 15-hour game. Each story was about 2 to 3 hours. I guess we could just say 2 hours, right? Because probably the other hour of some streams was just because I was chatting so much. So it's about a 10-hour game. About 2 hours each route. And it was good. It gave me what I needed from the base game, because the base game didn't have as much romance as it should have. So this, like, second sequel, basically, this add-on game, did everything that I wanted to see for the most part. There's some things that I probably wasn't ready to see, but that's okay. Alright guys, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for leaving likes on the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Until next time.